my lovelies, and welcome to my channel, Feathers from Kevin Tarot. So today I would like to do a reading on the first date with your future spouse. So yeah, as I said, it's going to be the first date with your future spouse. We're going to have a look at maybe what you can expect on the date, and we're going to have a look at your future spouse or your future partner's feelings and how they're going to be feeling during your date. Okay, so we've got 3 piles for you to pick from. So we've got pile number 1 on the left hand side, and then pile number 2 in the middle, and pile number 3 on the right. So if you'd like to take a moment to select your pile, and then I'll see you in your reading. Hi there, my lovely pile number 1. So for those of you who selected this image, so let's have a look at your first date with your future spouse and how they're going to feel. So straight away from this image, what I'm kind of getting is it could be in the evening. It's going to be a date that's going to be set up by your future spouse. So it's going to be a date that's going to be quite well thought out. It's going to be, I think, kind of very elegant, or you know, somewhere that's quiet, like it could be dinner at a hotel, or it could be dinner out somewhere where you wouldn't normally go. But I'm getting kind of the evening vibes for this pile. So let's have a look at what your oracle cards say. So that's that. Let's pull some few oracle first, and then I'll clarify some tarot. So let's have a look for pile number 1. It's too many, so let's have a look. And let's pull one more from this deck. So your first date, I think it's something that you are going to be very intrigued. So you're going to find it intriguing. It's something that you're not going to be used to. So your first date is going to feel like out of this world for you. It's going to, straight away, you're going to feel quite optimistic about the relationship. You're going to get some good energy, good vibes. It's going to be your first date. You're going to feel quite calm, and I feel your future spouse is going to, or your future partner is going to feel quite calm as well during the date. But as I said, it's something that is well thought. You know, a lot of thought would have gone into your first date. So I feel like it's something that you either have manifested and unaware of. So do you know, sometimes when you watch movies or where you've seen images or magazines, and you're like, oh god, that'd be nice to go there, and it's like a throwaway thought comment. But it's going to kind of come into your reality in terms of your first date. It's going to be something that's totally, you know, unexpected for you, but it's going to be so healing and like so, oh, I can't believe it, you know. It's an experience I never thought I'd have, is what I'm getting. So I feel like during your first date, your future spouse is going to be, obviously, or your future partner, very attracted to you. They're going to find whatever you're wearing to be quite alluring. They're going to like find you really attractive, regardless of gender. So if it's, you know, vice versa, either or, you know, your partner's going to find you very attractive. But you're just going to feel calm and at peace. So for some of you, it could be something outdoors where your first date is going to be, or it could be like an alfresco sort of vibe, or it could be, you know, you eating out in the summer, so it could be sort of the summer, the spring. Or for some of you, I'm getting like your first date is going to be whilst you're away, so it could be kind of a holiday romance as well, but that's for some, not for all. But I feel like it's definitely something that's going to feel out of this world in terms of your first date. So definitely food involved, food and drink. For some it's going to be like a really nice sort of restaurant or a nice place. For some, I don't know why, I'm getting like a saloon bar type vibe. So like the wooden, I'm getting kind of wooden feel, like wooden board, I don't know, it's kind of wooden, so it could be like it's a themed restaurant. It could be for some, this is quite specific, but for some of you I'm getting like Disneyland or Euro Disney, like a restaurant in the resorts. But that's you know, it's quite specific. But others, it's like a themed restaurant, it's quite sort of, as I said, you know, getting kind of wooden sort of vibe. Let's see what else. Again, the weather's going to be kind of sort of, it's going to be nice weather on your first date. So yeah, let's have a look at how your future spouse is going to be feeling. So let's have a look. Some tarot. So pile number one, how's pile number one's future spouse, future partner going to be feeling? Or what else can you give me about this date? Okay. So we got the Chariot, Ace of Pentacles and Eight of Cups. So basically, pile number three, I feel like you're going to be picked up for your date, or it could be, as I said, whilst you're traveling, that you're going to go on this date. So you're probably going to meet this person when you're away from home, and then go on this date. For some of you, I'm getting like future date with your future spouse is like when you are away from home. So if you are at university or college, so you're away and then you go on the date with your person. Obviously during that time you're not going to know it's your future spouse, so they're going to turn out to be your future spouse or your long-term partner. So for some, I'm getting it's whilst you're at university, others it's whilst you're traveling, or it could be like the summer break when you've gone away or on holiday with friends, and then you go on this first date. It's going to be when the weather's really nice, and I'm getting it's going to be at a time when it's kind of a new beginning for you. So it could be like you are starting a new job, or you're starting a new creative project, or there's a new beginning in terms of your finances, or a change in your finances that brings you a new beginning. For some of you, your future date is going to feel like nothing you've experienced before. So it's going to be emotionally fulfilling. So where things were not emotionally fulfilling before, or you've gone on real crappy dates, or dates that obviously didn't weren't in alignment with who you are and what you like, I feel like this will be very different. You're going to feel really you're going to feel happy in terms of it's something you haven't experienced before. So that's a bit more about your day, but let's see if I get any more let's see if I can get some information on how your future spouse or future partner is going to be feeling during this day. Right, so we've got everything is fine, and one more please. So just one more. So they're going to be feeling like it's it could be that your future spouse or future partner just got over a breakup, or just had a breakup, or just went through something that was quite hard for them. So they're going to be feeling like really happy with the way things are going during your date. So looking at, you know, the future with you, and looking at, you know, planning the next date, or looking at, you know, how they can ask you out again, or looking to progress things quickly with you, only because it's something that they've never experienced before. But not only is it that they haven't experienced it before, it's like other people have really taken them to their knees, or they've had really bad experiences prior, and I'm getting that perhaps that's the case for you. So they're really gonna be like looking for commitment, or looking how to move things along. But as I said, they're gonna be feeling really attracted to you on your first date, and they're gonna obviously want to progress things quite quickly. So that's what I get in terms of your first date with your future spouse, or future partner, pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed the reading. For those of you that are interested in an extended reading, I post extended reading on my Patreon, and I'll be looking at the +18 version of your first date with your future spouse. So we'll just kind of be looking at their energy, how they're going to be feeling, how you're going to be feeling on your first date, if anything's going to progress from that, pretty much. So it's a +18 reading, and that be on my Patreon. The link is below, and I post Pickacard readings on there every week. New Pickacards exclusive on Patreon, with all my +18s on there as well. So just feel free to check it out, and if you would like to join. Otherwise, if you like this video, then feel free to give it a thumbs up so I know it resonated, and I wish you a beautiful day. I hope to see you soon. Hi, my pile number 2. So welcome to your reading. Let's find out about maybe where your first date with your future spouse will be, and how your future spouse is going to be feeling during your date. So what I'm getting from this image is make time for yourself. I feel like your first date is going to be quite relaxed. It's going to be something that's just chill, nothing, it's not going to be high impact or like activity based, you know, such as zip lining, you know, nothing like that. It's going to be, I feel like, quite relaxed and calm, so something like a spa or something along those lines. So let's have a look what the oracle cards say, and tarot. So we'll get some oracle cards first to see what we get. So first date with your future spouse for pile number 2. First date with your future spouse for pile number 2. First date with future spouse, future partner for pile number 2. Too many cards. Let's get that one. And one more. And we've got peace. That's lovely. Let's get one more oracle card. Get one more. So we've got closure here, and we got spirit guides. Right, so pile number 2. I feel, as I said, your first date with your future spouse is going to be kind of peaceful. It's going to be quiet. It's not going to be anything crazy, but I feel like you will need to travel to your destination, or you will be traveling. So yeah, it's an overnight situation, so you will need to be packing a bag for your first date. It's not going to be, it's kind of going to be like a mature sort of date. It's not going to be bowling or anything like that. So you know, they're going to plan, your future spouse or yourself are going to plan the date, but it's going to be something which is going to be very peaceful and calming. Now for some of you, if you have just got over a relationship or just had a breakup before going on to this date, it will kind of help with giving you closure, helping you feel at peace and calm. So it's going to be a very peaceful and calm date. I feel like it might be your spirit guides or your angels will have a little hand in this with planning and allowing everything to fall into place for this first date. I feel like your future spouse is going to be quite in tune with what you want, what you like. So you guys might have a conversation beforehand, or you know, when you start talking before your first date, they might try and find out a little bit about you, what you like, what helps you calm you down, what, you know, allows you just to come to peace and center yourself. And they're going to really take the time to really understand what helps you, you know, feel quite grounded. And they're going to bring that into your first date, and the reason for that is that they're going to want to make you feel calm and safe on your first date. So where they're just going to want to know a little bit about you, they're just going to want it to be all about sort of talking, getting to know each other, rather than, you know, being sort of trying to impress you and you know, being all activity based, or so it's going to be wanting to just get to know you on a deeper level with your first date. So with that, as I said, it might be when you guys have started talking for a little while, you've got to know each other, and then you will have your first date. It won't be sort of instantaneously, it won't be as soon as you meet your person. So it will be because you know, as I said, you'll travel, or you'll need to go away somewhere. It might be a weekend, it might be an overnight stay as part of your day, like a retreat, going out further out away from home, where they've kind of booked something, a lodge, a hotel, a spa, or you know, anything along those lines. So that's kind of what I get. Let's have a look at how your future spouse is going to be feeling during your date. How is your future spouse or future partner going to be feeling? So they're going to be feeling very nervous when they're planning it, because they're going to want to be impressing you. They're going to want to impress you. They're not going to know if, well, you know, what they've planned, if it's something that you're going to enjoy, you're going to like. As I said, but they're going to really want, when they're planning it, or when it's being planned, or they're discussing it, they're going to want, you know, at the forefront of it, you know, their intention is just to for you guys to be together, to be happy, to progress, you know, into a relationship. So they might be getting in their heads a little bit prior to the date or during the date, because they're not going to really be able to read you as if to know how you feel. Are you impressed? Are you happy? I feel like you're not going to give much away. You're not going to be very vocal in terms of, oh, this is great, you're amazing, kind of thing. You're just going to kind of take it easy, go with the flow. And because you're doing that, you're going to be like, oh my God, is pile number 2 enjoying this? Have I done the right thing? You know, oh, have I booked the wrong lodge, the wrong place? You know, are they comfortable? What can I do to make them comfortable? So they're going to be like quite in their head, but I feel like they're gonna find you really amazing. They're gonna feel like you know, they've traveled the world, they've had experiences, but no, you know, they've never met anyone like you. So I feel like they're gonna as well be attracted to your body. So there's going to be a lot of attraction there from your future spouse. They're going to find you very attractive. They are going to, you know, feel like you're nothing like anyone they've met before. But in addition to that, they'll be, you know, they will be very nervous and thinking, you know, not gauging, or not being able to gauge how you feel about the date. And if you're happy, you're going to be happy, you know, you're going to be, you know, you're going to be chuffed to bits, but they're not going to be able to really know exactly how you're feeling. So I feel like, you know, they're going to be trying to impress you, and they're going to want to impress you, and they would have tried their best in terms of the location, but they are going to be a little bit nervous, but in terms of how they feel about you, they're going to find you really attractive. You know, they're going to really, you know, they're just going to be feeling like really happy to be, you know, out with you. They're going to be feeling quite proud, but they're also going to want to get to know you. They're going to be asking you a lot of questions. They're going to be a lot of talking during your first date, and I feel obviously they're going to more or less feel like you're the one, but they're not going to know how you feel. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, pile number 2. I will be doing an extended reading on this, and going into the plus 18, in terms of how your future spouse is going to feel about you during your date. So we're going to look at the plus 18 version and look into the energies a little bit deeper, and going to look at it from a different perspective and angle to get obviously the plus 18 reads in terms of how your future spouse is going to be feeling on your first date, or your future partner. If you're interested, then you can join the Patreon, which is down below. The link will be down below in the description box, and you'll have access to all my plus 18 videos that are going to be extended from the Pickacard readings that I post on YouTube. So you'll have unlimited access to all of those, and additional Pickacard readings weekly that will be exclusive to Patreon. So if you are interested, then just feel free to join. I would love to have you join the community, and if you have any suggestions, then you can also add it onto the page. You can email me for me to add the videos onto Patreon. So that's that, my lovely pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, then please feel free to give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you soon. Have a beautiful day. Hi there, my lovely pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. So today we're just going to have a little look at your first date with your future spouse. What could you expect from your first date, and how will your future spouse be feeling on the date? So we're just going to have a little look at that. So we're going to look at some oracle cards and a couple of tarots just to get the energy around your future spouse. So what I'm getting from obviously pile number 3, your image, is it could be your first day in the spring or summer. Not necessarily, because there's some flowers that actually bloom all year round, or you know, last all year round. So but I feel like it might be a bit of an outdoorsy date, or it will be a date where you kind of go out and do an activity and then maybe finish up with a meal. So that's the kind of vibe I'm kind of getting, or the energy I'm getting around your first date. But we'll have a look at your oracle cards anyway and your tarot, just to get obviously some more detail on that. So pile number 3, what can you tell me? Pile number 3's first date. Pile number 3's first date. Okay, pile number 3's first date. So let's get a couple of these. Just one. Pile number 3's first date. So, pile number 3, let's have a look. Your first date with your future spouse. So I feel like there's really strong energy around animals here. So I'm getting a few messages coming through. So for some of you, it could be that you go to like a zoo, a park, a wildlife park. So it's definitely outdoors. Or it's kind of, you go out further out, and it's kind of, I don't know, like some sort of animal sanctuary or something like that. So your first date will be around that, or around horses. For some of you, it will be perhaps in a park where you'll have a picnic. but it's going to, your future spouse is, or yourself, or you'll have the conversation, but there's going to be a lot of planning that's going to go into the first date. So obviously with the, you know, the sanctuary, or you know, a zoo, a park, or something that's quite specialized, or around animals, I feel like obviously that will take a lot of planning and research. So to then perhaps book tickets, or you know, book the, or make a plan route wise, you know, travel plans on how you're going to get there. So yeah, very outdoorsy situation for pile number 3. You will, for others where that's not the case, I feel like it's a park, or an art gallery, or a gallery. Some of you, you know, you get outdoor sort of art events, exhibitions, galleries sort of thing. So yeah, for others, I feel like you either have a pet, or your future spouse is going to have a pet, and they will be coming along to the park, or on the first date. Again, that's only for some, so please take it as it, please take what resonates and leave the rest. I also feel like some of you, your future spouse, might have children from a previous relationship, or you might have children from a previous relationship, and for some maybe you'll be bringing the children along to your first date, so you can get to know each other, and it's kind of going to be a low, you know, a really informal date. It's not going to be anything crazy, it's just to get to know each other, feel each other's vibes, just see, you know, how you kind of get on together with no pressure. So it's going to be kind of light-hearted. So there is kind of children involved for some, or others it could just be, you know, if you do have children, or they have a child, or children from a different partner, then it's kind of within the planning and action is making sure that, you know, there is someone to look after the children, so perhaps a family member. So that will go into the planning, making sure there's a family member to look after the children, so you can go on your date, or they can go on a date with you. I feel like there's going to be one of you, either or, will just be at a time where maybe there will be a little maybe drought with the finances, so you might have just had spent a lot of money on a repair, on a car, or, you know, on something, on schooling or something, so just before going on a date, so you know, you'll be worried, you know, will I have enough money on the date? But it's just going to be a situation where it's not like absolute lack, it's just be like some expenses would have gone out for one of you before you've gone on a date, so there'll be a slight worry, but I feel like it's nothing major. It's just for the, take it as it resonates. It's not going to be for everyone, but there might be that situation. But the fact that you're kind of taking it easy, going to the park, and it's going to be, you know, a really chilled out date, then I feel it's not going to be anything where, you know, you are going to feel depleted, or they're going to feel depleted. So it's really going to work well with your situation, and it's going to kind of be sort of a really situation when you're like, oh thank goodness, you know, nothing too crazy, I don't have to just spend loads of money or take loads of money with me to on this date. So it's not going to be expensive, I'm not getting that at all. It's not going to be crazy expensive. You're not going to have to, you know, I feel like you're not going to be thinking, oh my god, I need to get myself a new outfit, need to buy some champagne, need to buy strawberries, or, you know, just an example. Like, you're not going to feel burdened with this date at all. It's just going to be really chilled and easygoing. But definitely outdoors sort of situation. As I said, if it's not that, it's just going to be like a gallery, or art gallery, or maybe an outdoor cinema, theatre, something like that. Outdoors, you know, where you get it on the projector and then they play in the park or something like that. So yeah, that's what I get with your first date with a future spouse, pile number 3. So let's have a look at how your future spouse is going to be feeling. on your date. So the Hierophant. So let's get one more. So what I'm getting is your future spouse is obviously going to be the traditional type, or you are as well, but you're both going to want a traditional kind of relationship, and that's very much apparent within this reading. Your future spouse is going to be, you know, thinking about it in a practical way, yeah? So not thinking about it in, you know, a fling. They're not going to want a fling on your first date. So they might be traveling, as I said. They're going to be traditional in the way they approach it, and as I said, if there are children involved, or children that will be coming, so it's going to be like you know, the coming together of introducing both of your you know, your family, or introducing the children or a child into the relationship, or what that would look like. So it's kind of real traditional vibes going on here. You'll probably have to be traveling obviously to this day. Most probably there will be travel that will happen, but I feel like it's going to progress very quickly after your date. They are going to be very charismatic, very attractive. They're going to be attracted to you, but they're going to be quite charming, your future spouse, and they're going to have, you know, be switching the charm on, trying to really impress you, even though it's kind of casual. They're just really going to want to, they're going to really scrub up when they turn up for the date, and they are going to, as I said, there's going to be a lot of planning that goes into this date, and then you are both going to reap the benefits of this kind of a planning and coming together of a beautiful day. So I feel like they are going to want to see your reaction, how you react, how you feel during the date. They're going to find you very pretty is what I'm getting. They're going to love your smile. You're going to be smiling a lot during the day, and I'm going to find that really attractive. They're going to like that because they're going to sort of take cue from your body language as to how you're feeling and during your first date. So that's what I see for you, pile number 3, in terms of your first date. Hope you enjoyed your reading. I will be doing an extended +18 reading on your first date. So we'll be tapping into the energies of your future spouse and going deeper into how they're going to feel, or how your first date is going to progress, if it is going to progress you know, to anything more. But it will be kind of a +18 reading, so it will be on my Patreon. If you would like to watch the +18 extended version, then feel free to just join the Patreon, and I'll be posting all my +18 readings, extended readings on there, so you will have unlimited access to all the +18 readings, plus additional Pickacard exclusive readings weekly. That's uploaded weekly. That's if you're interested. For all the +18 readings, then just feel free to join my Patreon. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up so I know you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for joining me, and I wish you a beautiful day. Thank you.